hope it
Hi,
gets
hi,
connected. Hi, man. Hi. Am I audible? Am
hi.
I visible,
Yes,
audible?
you are. Am I
Okay.
also
Oh,
audible?
yeah,
Okay.
yes, yeah. So
Somebody
we
had a
will
good
start.
joke.
Yeah, okay.
Whenever anyone asks, "Am I audible?" What if they're not? How are they supposed to reply then?
We can see it, right?
Yeah, but you don't know if he's asking, "Am I audible?"
Okay. So,
I don't know whose joke was that.
oh, acha, I thought it was yours.
No, no, not mine. Some comic.
So, hey guys, this is Sagar and today we are back with another new podcast. And today's guest is Tarang Hardikar, and he's a
Hi
comedian.
everyone.
And I first time saw him, like first time मैं जब open mic को गया ना, तो I saw him for the first time in
Yes.
Pune, and I was damn sure कि I'm going to try comedy. I have to learn. I have to kill, man.
Oh,
It
nice.
was so like inspiring for me seeing like watching you kill that day. I was rolling with your chest
Thanks,
set
man.
is just amazing. So do like
Thanks,
बर्तन
man.
धो रहे हो
I
क्या
was
घर
also.
में?
हाँ यार कभी कभी जब हाँ मेरे डेज होते हैं मेरी फैमिली ने डेज अलॉट किए हैं जब मैं धोता
Okay.
होता
Okay. So you are telling something?
yeah I was saying I was also inspired that day because the next day I bombed so I was like yeah, this was
Okay.
inspired
Like चलते रहता है ना बॉम्बिंग like
yeah
every
man
day कुछ ना कुछ होते रहता है. I'll tell you this कि जब ओब्लिवियन में मैं आया था तो मेरे को तो बॉम्ब ही like हर हर 4 महीने तो बॉम्ब ही था वो. But after 4 months I started to see कि थोड़ा लोग हंस रहे हैं अभी.
nice
And मेरे को अच्छा लगने लगा कि अब
अभी
सही
वो
है.
फिर नीचे जाएगा फिर ऊपर आएगा
फिर
फिर
ऊपर
नीचे
आएगा. Like
जाएगा
प्रोसेस चलते रहेगा.
हाँ
But
यार
how did it start? Everything about this comedy. When did it start and how did it start?
So I used to do a lot of plays, comedy plays in my school. So I knew
Okay.
I wanted to do something comedy only. But like I used to do more theater and like physical stuff. And in my college there was this stand-up comedy. There was a theater showcase, and I thought I had seen like Kenny Biswa ke videos around that time, college mein,
Okay.
and I thought
Hmm.
I'll do try something like that. I didn't know what exactly it was, stand-up comedy, anything. So I just tried it and it worked because I just made a set about my college itself. कि ये
Okay.
सर कॉलेज घटिया है
Huh.
and people were like wow so relatable yeah
Right.
and because it's the best if you're in the college you make fun of your college it will always work because
Right.
yeah because they're all it's very easy to be relatable in the college so then, yeah, so then that worked. After that, I went to an open mic of Orange Octopus. Do you remember
Oh
Orange? Do
yeah,
you know
yeah, I
Orange?
know, I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So I had gone there with high hopes. And this was in Chai. Do you know Chai? Chai
No,
Cafe? Okay,
no.
so it's
Oh,
a
okay, okay. I
cafe.
know, I know, I know. I remember now. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, yeah,
Vimannagar.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So I had that was my first one, and
Okay,
it was good. It was great. As in, like I
okay,
had done I had a joke on Subway, which I don't
okay,
do now, but I
okay,
had done it that time. So yeah, it was
okay.
good. I had killed.
So the first show you killed it, right?
Yeah, but to be fair, it was I had killed compared to poets and musicians. So
Okay. So, like
yeah,
different room.
yeah, they were
Completely
just glad
different room.
somebody was joking.
The first time I performed was at Om Studio. Do you know Om Studio? It's in
No.
it's near Deccan, where this was the first time I did comedy, and I did an engineering set, and people were very supportive, like so much supportive that I thought that I am best. Like I can kill. क्या बात है bro, तू तो funny है.
Yeah.
And then second time I went to Oblivion where you were hosting, and you
Oh,
remember I did if you remember I did a masturbation cassette there. So that was
okay.
horrible.
That in
So
general
what
open mic I have erased from my memory. So
okay. So what did you thought about me after like क्या क्या कर रहा है तू?
so I think I
Honest
first like
opinion.
properly heard your set afterwards in like a
Okay.
I think Manish's open mic. You had performed there, no?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh,
Huh, so then, yeah, so that time I thought it was good only. So initially I was hosting also, so I was in that brain also. So I
okay,
didn't
great.
listen to
Yeah.
your set
So
on in
there's
Oblivion.
always a pressure, right? Right.
I mean, pressure, I was just trying to remember who is next, वगैरह
Right,
वगैरह.
right, right. Right. वो एक अलग ही होता है. Then, uh, is hosting hard than performing?
For me, yeah, as in
To
it's
hold the
more.
audience together, to gel with them.
It was definitely harder for me because the thing is, hosting is like you have to be more like with the audience for it. It takes like you can't rely on your jokes. That's the thing. You don't know what you
Okay.
have to do. It's very like
हाँ,
कुछ भी करो
हाँ,
kind of जाके, and it's
हाँ,
very if you go out of control, I am very awkward. So if I make it
हाँ.
awkward, तो उधर से if the host makes it awkward, then it's very hard to come back. Then I have to call on
Right.
somebody very funny. Yeah,
Okay. Because
but
yeah,
hmm,
right. Right,
yeah,
because हम लोग जैसे बच्चे आ रहे हैं अभी आई एम सो न्यू एट दैट टाइम एंड आई एम लाइक मेरा मैस्टरबेशन का जोक है जो कि व्हेन वी आर स्टार्टिंग आउट वी जस्ट थिंक कि मेरे लिए ये फनी है मैस्टरबेशन को
yeah.
स्टूडियो में मैस्टरबेशन के बारे में बात करेगा तो बहुत फनी है लेकिन इट्स नॉट लाइक नहीं है मैं अभी नहीं करता वो जोक बिकॉज
So
मैंने भी देखा वो
hmm,
कि 4 महीने बाद तेरे को वो नहीं लग रहा है फनी जस्ट लाइक यू
हाँ,
सेड अबाउट द सबवे वाला जोक इट किल्ड यू सेड इट किल्ड बट यू आर नॉट डूइंग इट राइट नाउ बिकॉज वो ग्रोथ दिखेगा ना तेरे को तू
right.
करते रहेगा सो यू
Yeah.
हैव दैट कि नहीं मेरे को ये नहीं लग रहा है यार मेरे को चेंज करना है कुछ देन आफ्टर दैट व्हेन वाज इट दैट यू थॉट कि हाँ मेरा मटेरियल फनी है लाइक इन राइटिंग वाइज
Man, I always thought my material was fun. It's just
लाइक
that
इन
sometimes
ओपन
the
माइक
audience didn't agree.
ओके
Oh,
सो
open mic. Uh,
या
As in, I thought it was funny only. It's just that when I was bombing, I was very convinced that it wasn't funny. And then next day I killed and I was like, this is funny. It's a very weird profession. Sometimes you think you're good at it, sometimes you think you're very bad.
लाइक मेरे को नींद नहीं आया पता है जब मैं 3 बार बॉम्ब
हाँ,
हुआ
first
ना
time
घर
bomb.
जाके तो
Oh,
मेरे को
हाँ.
नींद ही नहीं आया कि फक
Yeah, yeah.
यार यू आर सो टेरिबल एंड व्हाई यू हैव द बॉल्स टू गो अगेन एंड जस्ट कि तू
Yeah.
अपना मजाक उड़ाएगा फिर से क्यों क्यों
I'll
ये
tell you.
इतना सेल्फ ऑब्सेशन है ये सेल्फिशनेस है कि तेरे को फेम चाहिए या नहीं मेरे को प्रूव करने का ये कि मैं इतना फनी है जो मैं लिखता है इतना फनी है सुनो मेरी बात पता नहीं
I'll tell you what. अगर तू sing कर रहा है and
हाँ
you sing a bad song, you're still
हाँ
singing. People will be like, अच्छा गाना तो गाया. अगर तू गंदा जोक किया तो people will be like, तूने जोक ही नहीं किया. तो then
they won't agree
that means, yeah.
right like
Then what was
वैरायटी
I
ओपन
doing on
माइक्स का
stage?
वैरायटी ओपन माइक्स में मैं लाइक मेरे पे प्रेशर रहता ही नहीं है वैरायटी ओपन माइक्स को मैं स्टैंड अप का ओपन माइक्स जैसा दिखता नहीं है कॉमेडी ओपन माइक्स जैसा दिखता ही नहीं है बिकॉज इफ यू डोंट किल इट्स जस्ट दैट यू आर
Hmm.
अ बैड स्टोरी टेलर तो
Yeah.
इट्स जस्ट दैट दिस जोक आई डू बट देखा उसका रिएक्शन कैसा है
नहीं
so
नहीं नहीं. I mean, I was also thinking.
जस्ट दैट कि
This is
नहीं
yeah, yeah. No, no. I'm agree.
So how do you think about the jokes? Like this, like I know that you do an observational things most of the time, but
Yeah.
is that you write the punchline first, or is just that you're just देखते हैं, समझते हैं, story लिखते हैं, and then go forward with it?
So. I don't think. Do you write punchline first? I don't think anyone writes punchline first.
I know few people who like वो
Write
उनके
the
पास
punchline
like
and
नहीं मतलब कि they have छोटा सा premise
hmm.
एंड देयर इज अ पंच लाइन टू दैट कि ये
हाँ.
बोलता है तो इसके ऊपर जब ये बोलता हो तो ये बहुत ही फटता है एंड
Okay,
देन दे
okay, okay.
बिल्ड अ स्टोरी अराउंड इट
हाँ, हाँ. Okay, yeah, 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 yeah.
सो इट्स काइंड ऑफ एनेक्डोटल
Hmm.
इफ आई से दैट
But with
मसाला
with
लगा के
yeah,
हाँ बट उसका
हाँ. छोटे छोटे bits and they connect it
जेस्चर
with the
समझ
theme.
जाएगा कि यहाँ पे
हाँ.
फटने वाला है तेरे को कि नहीं यहाँ पे वो बोलूंगा ना तो फटेगा पता
Someone
नहीं
says I write punchline first. Yeah, Anuj is saying he writes punchline first. That's very weird, but
यस
it's very
यस
cool also because I don't know how you come up with random punchlines. Do you come up
Okay.
with one-liners and then do setup after that? I don't know.
No,
But yeah, for
this is
me,
not how to do it. I don't think I can do
there's
it.
anyway. Yeah, anyway,
Right.
people can do it anyway. So yeah, I don't know. So initially I used to come up with a premise and then I know one. I already had one punchline in mind when I like used to come up with like an observation. Like,
Okay.
so I know where I was going to take it. But nowadays, what I do is I try to. I've read this book from Seinfeld called Sign Language. Have you?
Okay.
No, do you
No,
know?
I don't know. No.
It was very inspiring. So in the sense that book has this thing where he's
Sign
just
language.
writing,
Yeah.
yeah, he's just writing just general about his life, not like he's just taking a topic and just going on with it. Some things are really funny, but like other things are interesting. And so I just try to like take a topic that I was like bothering me or something, and then just try to write something interesting about it in like a
Right.
in a setup punchline manner. And sometimes something funny comes out of that later on, a lot of time later.
Like I was watching Seinfeld's special today,
Hmm.
which came out. Have you seen that?
Yeah, 23 Hours to Kill. Do you like it?
Yeah, 23. Like I haven't completed it, but
हाँ.
I saw the half bit and I loved
कैसा
it.
लगा?
Yeah, it
अरे,
was great. It was he was talking about texting and how the world has changed and very
a
simple
lot of
topics,
people
but
didn't like this one.
what? Really?
A lot of,
I
yeah.
haven't completed it, so I don't know. And this was the
If you
first
guys liked
time.
it, please say yeah.
This was the first time I was watching Seinfeld. Before that, I haven't seen any of his special.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, I know. Watch this one called. I'm telling you for the last time. This was 20. Yeah,
Okay.
that one is the
Okay.
original special. But this one I thought was very good. Like even the we don't want to stay in one place. We always want to leave and go to another
Yeah,
place.
yeah, yeah,
That was a
yeah.
great bit.
We like nothing. We like nothing.
Yeah, we want to go to another place.
Go outside, go in. Like that was great bit.
Yeah.
So, do you feel competitive while performing? Like, and how would you deal with it if you feel something?
Competitive as in like I
Like I
compare
have to
myself to
kill.
other
Like,
performers.
so much like you are like we are performing with people. Like there are
Uh,
9 comics, 10 comics. Everyone is there to perform. Everyone is there to kill. So, do you get that feeling of competitiveness?
yeah, of course, man. Everyone does. Everyone wants to kill more than other people. And it
Right.
gets to you at some point where even though you sometimes you like you did well, you
Uh,
always feel like I didn't do the best.
okay.
So then you feel like you did bad, and then it affects your writing, blah blah blah.
So it goes into overthinking after that.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. How's Mumbai? Mumbai is good. I haven't been there in a while.
They are just making making jokes on me because I did that story wala thing. I thought you were from Mumbai, right? I really
Oh,
thought.
huh. I am half from Mumbai. This part of my body isn't from Mumbai. This part is from Actually,
So,
I keep traveling.
so who is your three favorite comedians, like Indian and foreign?
Foreign, I'll tell you, Jerry Seinfeld,
Okay,
Dimitri Martin,
okay.
Mitch Hedberg, and Norm
Mitch
Macdonald.
Hedberg. Okay.
Tie Norm Macdonald and
Mitch.
Jerry Seinfeld is number one. बाकी के order to
Okay.
देख.
Okay. And Indian?
Indian, Sumit Anand, Kanan Gill, um,
Sumit
Biswa.
Anand, Kanandan, Biswa.
Yeah,
Biswa, I love Biswa is my most favorite from Indian
yeah,
scene.
yeah.
Like this first video, that pomegranate wala video is just oh my God, pomegranate wala
Yeah,
जो video है मेरे को इतना अच्छा लगता है वो video. Then have you seen
that was
Joe
great.
Rogan and all? Joe Rogan, Joey Diaz, Bert Kreischer, or Chris D'Elia, that Bill Burr wala group.
Yeah, 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 I have seen Bill Burr, I have seen Chris D'Elia. I haven't seen
Okay,
Joe Rogan as much. I
okay,
like Chris D'Elia a lot.
okay, okay. Like I I started doing podcasting because of him by inspiring.
Chris Delia?
I got inspired by,
Oh,
nee,
Joe
I got
Rogan.
inspired by Joe Rogan, yes.
Oh, yes.
So, and then after that, I get to know that he's a comedian too. And like they don't do observational, they have a different, like they do blue comedy, like they talk about sex, DMT, acid, and all that. And like I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that comedy more than other things. But I have this anecdotal comedy is what I love while I'm performing
Yeah,
because I can't go there because they have been doing for 23 years, so they have that experience with them.
yeah,
So
yeah, of
that's
course.
how we are starting. Do you feel that we like there's a burnout phase, uh, like you can't go ahead, like joke ही नहीं लिख पा रहा हूँ मैं.
Yeah, every month on the 23rd to 30th, I have burnouts. No, yeah, but it happens, man.
Right.
Almost every month, I have a burnout phase. I'm like, हो गया मेरा, I'm done with this.
I know this question has gone very different way now.
As in, no, no. Oh.
Like why was I asking you? I'll tell you that I heard few comedians in a podcast that they write every day for an hour. They sit down and they write whatever there is in
That's
their mind.
amazing. Yeah. Huh.
So do you have that kind of process or you would like to do that any point of time?
I would like to do that. I try to do that. So what I used to do is, at least when quarantine started, I was full routine types. I used to wake up and I used to do. There is something called morning pages, which is amazing. Do you know Anamika, right?
Okay. Yes.
Anamika had told this to me, which is like a big, like I do it all the time now. What you do is
Okay.
when you wake up in the morning, before even like you can brush your teeth if you want, but before doing anything else, your
Hmm.
mind is very fresh. So just write anything you want. It can be funny, it can be not funny, but
Okay.
once you wake up in the morning, whatever you write, it usually turns out to be very interesting and very like unique. Those are
Oh,
called morning pages.
right.
Yeah, so I do
So
that.
I will
Yeah,
try it.
sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And
I saw your what you were telling.
yeah, so I used to do that. Now I've become a little off
Lazy.
schedule. I've been sleeping
Right.
lazy.
Right. This quarantine shit is like
Do you
we
have any
shouldn't be eating. What?
do you
Yeah, I
have any
have a
method
schedule.
of writing?
Uh, it's generally this that when I'm going to sleep, like
You
there's
write.
11 p.m. on time,
Huh.
and I'm
Huh.
in my chaddar, I'm just sleeping there.
Huh.
Then three, four ideas will hit at one time. Like good premise. I know this is
Huh.
good.
But
And
then how do
I
you
don't
note it
want to
down?
get up. I don't want to get up. So I used to just leave it at the start. I used to just leave it. नहीं यार लिख देते हैं बाद में. But then after a while I started to keep a diary beside me all the time and I just write whatever comes to my mind and just
There is a
बाद
Mitch
में
Hedberg joke on this.
okay.
Mitch Hedberg has a joke that sometimes when I have to think of anything funny, I have to write it down. But
Okay.
sometimes when the notebook is too far away, I have to convince
Yeah.
myself that what I thought of ain't funny.
That is a good joke. That is
Yeah,
good.
it's his joke.
Have you seen the
And
Paper Tiger? Yeah,
Tarang
Paper
is doing
Tiger, the
airplane
Billboard's last
announcements.
special.
Yes. Hello, hello. This is live from Sagar. Yes. Paper Tiger is great.
That people got offended from that about many things because about transgender. Do you support these kind of jokes? Like, would you write on that topics which are offensive or swearing or political issues? Would you
So
ever try to touch it? Like
I
Kenny
won't
बोलता है मेरे
mind.
को डर लगता है मैं नहीं लिखेगा सच बोल रहा
No,
है
but that is
so
also a bit. You have to realize that's not his
right
opinion.
right right
वो उसने just किया. But
right right right
I won't mind doing offensive jokes, but I just don't tend to go there, I guess.
in that manner yeah
Naturally only.
you're not thinking in that sense right
As in, I have like one or two lines that are suddenly offensive, and then people are like, oh, suddenly Tarak became dark. But then I'm like, no, it's just that I was thinking like that. And usually I don't think like that.
right would you swear लाइक कि नहीं,
Indranil has
गाली
written, I
देने
want
का
to
ही
see
नहीं,
Tarang sir.
बट मैंने
I
कभी
have
नहीं देखा है
sworn.
तुझे
Huh.
कि you have
I
been
have
doing
I
anything other
remember
than that.
the first time I swore on stage was one and like 2 years into comedy. I was
Okay,
performing at Nukkad only where we had
okay,
met,
okay.
and I said chutia, and then I apologized to the audience for 1 minute after that.
Oh fuck.
I
So
also don't
you
know why.
won't be doing, you won't be
No,
doing that.
I don't mind swearing. It's just that I don't know that time
Yeah,
I
you.
said some joke. Huh.
I think that you think that it's unethical, I guess. So that's why
No,
you
no,
apologized.
probably subconsciously, but
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
no problem with it.
Like you have seen me perform that I am doing a masturbation ka अरे बहनचोद ऐसा हुआ वैसा हुआ, and there is no single morality hit नहीं हो रहा है
Yeah.
कि like after that Sovik did a joke on me that कि bro morality नाम का चीज तो मतलब है ही नहीं बिल्कुल भी. Sky is the
Yeah.
limit, bro. So that was a great one. So, how was your first open mic experience? And I want to hear two, three bombing का stories, bro, because 2 साल में कितना सारा हुआ रहेगा. And
Man, I feel
कभी
like
heckle हुआ है क्या?
half my open mic stories are bombing stories only, so I have like a lot.
Any specific
I,
you want to share? Like याद रहता है यार ये वाला तो बहुत ही घटिया था.
so I was doing 30 minutes. This is very recent. I was doing 30 minutes at
Okay,
that comedy club, and
okay.
it was like a big sold out audience. I was doing it with Kanish Surka, and she had pulled
Hmm,
in a lot of audience, so it was a sold out show.
hmm,
And so I went first, and then
hmm.
Masoom, do you know Masoom was hosting. He did a good job at hosting, so I
Okay.
thought it was like a good audience. And I went, and then they weren't like the first. When my first bit doesn't land, a lot of my comic friends also tell me they can see the hope coming out of my eyes, and then I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
गांड
then I
लग
don't
गई अब.
perform properly. Huh. But so that happened. But then there was this four people in the front row were drunk or
Okay.
something, and they were chatting a lot. They were like and my bits are a little weird. Like I don't just go like हाँ क्या चल रहा है.
हाँ
So
हाँ
sometimes I'm like, hey, do you like birds and all? तो वो
हाँ.
actually they were asking like, ये ऐसे कैसे question कौन पूछता है ये question? आपके घर में कौन क्या? They were actually asking this. So then I was trying to make fun of it thoda thoda. Afterwards, I also got thoda scared a little bit.
Oh
And then
fuck.
like yeah, then people from the club had to like tell them ki like please calm down, calm down.
Calm it down. Right.
Yeah.
So when before ending it, like you know you have bombed, and before you're going to end it, and there's a 5 minute that you have to do your set. Still you are in that set, but
Yeah.
hopes जा रहे हैं पता है अभी. And I experienced it in an open mic when like मेरा सब जा रहा है कुछ नहीं, जान जा रही है अब, जा
Soul
रही
is
है मेरा मौत हो रहा
yeah.
है.
There is
लोग
this
हंस
thing.
नहीं रहा है.
Sometimes
एक
when I'm
लड़की ने तो
bombing,
राइट.
sometimes when I'm bombing, I start thinking completely different things. Like I'm like, the ceiling is so nice. No, never looked at this fan this much.
She was like I'll tell you
हाँ
when मेरा जान निकल रहा
हाँ
है and I thought कि ये लोग को पसंद नहीं आ रहा है ब्रो, स्विच
हाँ
कर दे टॉपिक, कुछ और बात कर
हाँ.
ले शायद उससे कुछ हो जाए. बिकॉज था
Non-masturbation.
स्पॉट. हाँ. नहीं मैस्टरबेशन किया ही नहीं था उस दिन. समझ
Oh,
रहा
okay.
है तू उससे भी.
तो से switch to
हाँ
masturbation.
बदतर. उतनी अकल आ गई थी कि मैस्टरबेशन से लोग हंसने नहीं वाले, जस्ट स्विच इट. और
हाँ
मैं एनवायरमेंट के बारे में बात कर रहा था, एंड देन मैंने
हाँ
देखा कि वो भी नहीं चल रहा है. आफ्टर 5 to 5 minutes आई थॉट कि लेट्स स्विच इट बिकॉज शी इज दे पीपल आर नॉट लाइक इन इट. एंड एक लड़की ऐसा हाथ लगाई, एंड आई वाज जस्ट लाइक मेरा सबकॉन्शियस माइंड मेरे को बोला कि ये टॉपिक बदल रहा है यार अब. एंड जो मेरे को वो
The-
ऐसा हो गया
you were
fuck.
only heckling yourself.
तो हाँ अरे वैसे हो जाता है ना. लाइक मैं
हाँ हो
इसलिए
जाता
पूछा
है.
तेरे को कि वो जाते रहता है जाते रहता है, और वो 5 मिनट बचते हैं ना तब हम लोग कभी कभी शट डाउन हो जाता है. लाइक मेरे को फर्स्ट टाइम मैं बोला ही नहीं कुछ बिकॉज मैं इतना नर्वस हो गया कि मेरे
हम्म.
को, मैं बैठ गया, मैं रुक गया. तो लाइक कम बैक करना पड़ा उसके बाद, लेकिन जो भी बोला वो इतना कुछ था नहीं. देखो बोला हक तो दिए हो तुम, आप घर चले जाओ. वो
Yeah.
करुणेश तलवार का जोक है ना, समा बांध के हक दिया हो, तो वो वैसा ही था
हाँ.
कुछ.
Yeah, man. It's very yeah, yeah. I'll cry if I keep talking about bombing now. It's very
No, you have killed a
heartfelt.
lot.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm very inconsistent
How
that
was the
way.
first time, like first time you killed it? How was that feeling? कि
It was
मजा आ
great.
गया
That's
bro.
why I kept doing it. I killed in the first open mic only, and that's why I kept doing it.
Right.
That's sometimes I regret it, but no, no, it
I
was a
thought I
it's a
killed
real.
it
Uh-huh.
in my first open mic.
The good thing is sometimes when you think you're killing, no, it's good also because then it makes you more free and then you do more things, like you
Right,
become better. Yeah,
right. Uh, George Carlin, you must be knowing George Carlin.
yeah.
He told that there was this clip, small clip about bombing, and in that he said कि if you get bombed, you should just blame it on audience that ये लोग चूतिया ये लोग को समझ नहीं आता है. This blatantly
Huh.
was saying that कि हाँ ये लोग
Carlin said
चूतिया ये
that.
लोग को समझ नहीं आता है. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
send you a link of that कि
Please
नहीं
send.
audience
I will
गलत
watch
है.
it every night before sleeping so I can sleep properly.
just 1 minute 30 seconds का क्लिप है वो YouTube पे and it's crazy. Like उसके बाद मेरा जो कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ा है कि नहीं तू बोल तेरे को जो बोलना है बोल जस्ट एक्सप्लोर ट्रायल एंड एरर करते रहे
Yeah,
कोई
man.
सीन
Confidence is very important. I don't
नहीं.
understand,
Yes.
man. Is how can confidence be so important? Like sometimes I realize if I'm not confident, even if I say the joke properly, it doesn't work. But if I'm confident and I
Okay,
say it poorly, also it works.
right.
People are very confident attracted. Confidence attracted.
I think when you're going on stage everything depends on confidence. Don't Would you
Yeah.
agree with that? Whenever you're doing a show or if you are
Vrinda is
not feeling
saying,
good from inside.
which
What?
Carlin are you watching? Vrinda is a very big George Carlin fan, so she must have known. Vrinda
Okay.
has George
Okay,
Carlin
I'll
said
send
this.
you. You,
Huh.
I'll send. You
I'll
can
send
send her
Vrinda.
then. Yes.
Yeah.
So, what I was talking about, I forgot.
Huh.
Yeah. So this is how this show is going.
Yeah, this is
So,
how it feels when we're bombing. We use live
yeah,
demonstration.
live demonstration that नहीं रुक जाता है सोल निकल रही है अब. So, yeah, you said that you are working from home. So, is it good to work from home or कि नहीं वापस जाना है लॉकडाउन के बाद?
No,
You want
I
to
want
get
to go
out.
back. You want? I want to go to office. I can't work from home.
Like why? It's great that
I
you
don't
are
feel like
sitting
it.
at home.
Yeah. No, but I want to just sit at home then. I don't want to work from home. The from home, I like the from home part. I don't like the work part from work from home.
Okay. So, what do you think about this online open mics? Like, like
Online.
क्या मेरे को लगे क्या चुतियापा है ये? Do you think that?
चूतियापन नहीं है. I mean,
Okay.
मेरे को भी स्पॉट चाहिए ठीक है. I'm not going to say
ए, मैं
चूतियापन.
मस्ती कर रहा मेरे को भी चाहिए स्पॉट ठीक है.
Already
Just
there
a
are a few
question.
producers here talking about
Right.
confidence. हाँ तो yeah, I think it's good only. I think it's not as good obviously as live, but अभी
Right.
कुछ तो करना है तो कर लिया हम लोग ने.
राइट बिकॉज अगर तू शो कर रहा है देन आई आई थिंक कि अभी अभी लास्ट ही मैंने आकाश मेहता का देखा एड कि वो ऑनलाइन शो कर रहा है टिकट्स बिक रहे हैं तो वो चलता है ना जैसे कि तू नेटफ्लिक्स पे स्पेशल देख रहा है तो तू वैसे ही देख
हम्म.
रहा है उसको बिकॉज उसका पता
हाँ,
है इसको ये सेट चलता है मेरा बट ओपन माइक में तू कैसे रिस्पॉन्ड करेगा कैसे पता चलेगा तेरे को कि ये तेरा जोक फनी है कि नहीं
I'll
फनी है
tell you.
ऑनलाइन में
हाँ हाँ यार, मतलब ऑनलाइन में मेरे तो यही है कि आई कांट फिगर आउट डिलीवरी ऑफ अ जोक इन ऑनलाइन ओपन माइक्स. जैसे ओपन माइक्स में आई डू इट इन सम वे एंड एक
हम्म
पर्टिकुलर वर्ड पे लाफ आता है एंड देन आई नो कि अच्छा
हम्म
ये वर्ड अभी बोलना है. बट ऑनलाइन
हाँ
ओपन माइक में वो बहुत डिले हो जाता है. लाइक पता नहीं
हाँ
चलता क्या फनी है
कमेंट्स
क्या
भी
बाद में.
10 सेकंड्स बाद
हाँ,
आते हैं राइट
10 seconds बाद लोग लाफिंग इमोजी डाल रहे हैं तो आई डोंट नो विच जोक दे लाइक. सो
राइट
हाँ,
सो
दैट इज द
वो ये
प्रॉब्लम.
जजमेंट को हैम्पर करता है ना इसीलिए मैं बोल रहा था कि लाइक
बट इट्स गुड
ओपन
फॉर,
माइक कैसे
हाँ,
राइट
जस्ट टेस्ट करने के लिए कि आइडिया अच्छा है कि नहीं. तो
ओह टू टेस्ट योर प्रेमिस ओके
हाँ, आई थिंक
राइट
यू वॉच
राइट
Have you done online open mics?
Yeah, I was there with you.
Oh,
So
right,
how
that one. But
embarrassing
apart
is
from that,
that?
no, I know. I
Yeah.
was only half there.
Okay.
But
Oh, your internet was there
yeah,
was an issue with your internet, right? On that day. Right. So this when you go for an open mic, are you a comedian right there, or there is something? How would you justify that? Yeah, now this person is a comedian. Like कभी उसको define कब करेगा हम लोग? कितना subjective है ये?
nobody
How would
knows,
you
man.
see that?
It's like asking when does someone become a human or something. I mean, it's very.
What?
As
You
in,
are a
like,
human when you born
you are a
from a
human.
vagina.
अच्छा
So
वो थोड़ा it's like okay when does someone become an adult like people will say 18 but like वो I don't know subjective होता है ना you still don't behave like an adult वगैरह वगैरह तो I
oh,
don't know
okay.
people say कि comedian you can only be after 9 years and stuff
Okay, yeah.
and yeah
Yeah.
some people are like as whenever you start gaining money out of comedy you're a comedian it's but I feel
Right.
like yeah just I think when you start yeah I would also say that when you start like properly like doing it at least most of your week, then you're a comedian, I guess. I don't know.
Do you see yourself doing it full time any day?
I want to, man. I've been trying to. Let's see. Hopefully
Right,
soon. Hmm.
right, right. I hope so.
Hope so. Yes. I have been also hoping.
So, how you wanna inspire others to become a comedian? If
I
like,
I don't want to
what's
inspire others. Please stop giving me competition.
Yeah, I'm so angry on this internet for the past month. Like every day I'm doing this podcast, but नहीं इसको इंटरनेट को हगने का ही है, हगने का ही है रहता है. Like कुछ तो
It's
relevance रहे ना
also
लाइफ में.
yeah. It's also like you are also I in general also have a problem normally talking also. So when internet is causing more problems in the conversation, then I'm like, yeah, this is too much to handle.
Too much to handle. Right. But- So I was asking you कि how you wanna inspire others to become a comedian? जो नया बच्चा आ रहा है तेरे को
That's what
देख
I'm
के.
saying. I don't want to inspire others. There is too much competition. Please stay.
Oh, मत आ, नहीं चाहिए तू,
Don't
मत आ.
become comedian.
Great man, great. So, you did this sketch with Advait.
Yes,
So tell me
how
about
to?
that. Yeah, yeah, how to?
Very very basic like we actually we weren't like planning or it on anything so
Yeah,
me and Advait had been discussing sketch ideas for a long time but we never write like we've not really written any sketches and this is by no means a professional sketch or anything so we were
okay,
just
yeah,
like randomly but
right.
so one day we were just hanging out at each other's place and we were like let's do this let's write something and then we wrote the Vijay sketch
Hmm.
and then since quarantine started we wanted to like do how to pronounce Advait
Oh.
his name is Advait
Yeah.
yeah next sketch is how to pronounce Advait yeah
Tarang, I am
so
your
I have
biggest
been
fan. Yeah. Yeah, right.
these people are table fans I'm MF Windmill oh motherfucking Windmill yes see this is what I'm talking
Oh.
about thanks man I'm also a Windmill uh,
Great one, great. So, do you, how is this coronavirus? What do you think about this coronavirus? Do you think कि मर जाएगा मैं? नहीं मेरे को डर लगता है
don't like
थोड़ा.
it personally not a big fan
Personally not a big fan. क्या चल रहा है? बंद करो इसको.
Yeah, I don't have any opinions about the virus. I feel it's not a good thing. That's all I have so
Like
far.
बोर हो रहा है यार, बोर हो रहा है. Like
हाँ बोर
नहीं
हो रहा है
करते ना शो.
हाँ and
Right.
it's also like अभी रेफरेंस नहीं है like पहले रेफरेंस था कि मैं किसी को मिलता था फिर उसका चेहरा देखता था कि
हाँ
वो सोचता था वो
हाँ
क्या कर रहा है लाइफ में.
हाँ
Then I was
हाँ.
like, okay, now I know where I stand in life. Then now I'm just like, I don't know anyone, so even if I'm sleeping, I feel like I'm achieving success. As in, I've started to think, yeah, I have,
Right.
I've started to think that I look good because I have no one to compare my face to now. So
Oh my
I'm
God.
like,
Just
yeah, compared
self-deprecating
to,
jokes starting.
yeah, yeah.
I had one topic with me, but it's gone now. I'm just thinking for past minute that क्या था क्या था
क्या कौन
bro.
सा टॉपिक? लिख ले.
Just भूल गया मैं भूल गया नहीं है चला गया वो जो पूछा था मुझे
अरे यार,
बट ठीक है
ओके. हम्म.
अ, नहीं नहीं आ रहा सो
इट्स ओके.
ये होता है ओपन माइक में एक्चुअली ऐसा जब नहीं आगे नहीं जा पा रहे हम लोग ये जोक के साथ भी होता है कि पेन आगे नहीं बढ़ रही है तू रुका है वहीं पे रुका है एंड इट्स जस्ट देयर सो
हाँ, आई थिंक. हाँ,
it's just that
हाँ.
it's getting so awkward that so awkward for me and now is it getting awkward for you
Right now?
right yeah
Right?
so
Oh
you
wow!
said that it gets awkward for
This is the
me
first.
so that's
This is the first
so I just want to
podcast where someone is
put
like, "Are you awkward? Please tell me if you're awkward."
address
Always,
this
man.
I get
I'm always
serious
awkward.
Seinfeld vibes from Tarang
I guess
great
serious.
man
Yeah,
great
man. Thanks. He's one of my favorite comics. So thank you. I mean, I hope I'm not too much like him, but yes, thanks.
okay. So, Tarang, thanks, man. Thanks for coming. We're going to end this here, and we'll
Thank
take
you so
few
much.
questions. Yeah, for
Uh,
5 minutes if they want to ask anything.
okay,
Uh,
okay.
until then, we'll take a selfie so we could remember this. We did this. I don't know where the selfie wala thing is. कहाँ पे भाई?
This is the first. Yeah,
Okay, okay, yeah,
you can click selfies and all.
yeah. So, guys, please ask questions if you have any for Tarang. Until then, when do you think that next time तू कब परफॉर्म करेगा तेरे को लग रहा है ऐसे ही बोल
Online?
नहीं ऑनलाइन नहीं रियल परफॉर्मेंस
Hmm. Maybe
मे बी
June,
नेक्स्ट ईयर
July. July तक होना चाहिए. Not next year. That'll be very sad.
राइट ओह फक
How
देयर इज
long
वन
have you
क्वेश्चन
guys been
या
doing this? I've been
राइट
doing it for almost 3 years now. And you?
ओह इट्स बीन 4 months it will be 5 months 4 to 5 months yeah but podcasting I've been done
Nice.
doing it for 2 years but वो भी बीच में
Oh,
छूट ही गया
nice.
था सब चीजें छूटती है but
So
now
I
I've
feel like
started
you
it
will
full
have
on.
a, yeah, you will like hosting then if you have been doing
Yeah,
podcasting.
I want to host. Yeah, I love hosting, but I haven't tried it. Just कि देखने को मजा आता है मुझे कि wow,
Try hosting.
it's just great. There's one more, I guess. I have seen you perform for an hour. What's your one joke that you love the most?
You've seen me perform for an hour? I've never performed for an hour. Oh yeah, yeah.
Eh,
You've seen me perform at that time when I did 45 minutes. Yeah, that's the
At
longest
Boca?
I've did.
Yeah,
Yeah, at Boca.
yeah.
One joke that I like the most. I feel right now it's my bird bit. I really like doing that bit.
Okay.
Or the weak bit. But I think bird bit right now is. I really love doing that bit because I like being a bird and then doing all that silly things.
There's another question. Do you have an emo fringe? I feel like you can pull off an emo fringe at the Red Taram.
What is an emo fringe? This is my
Even I
problem.
don't
I
know.
could have
Even I
had an
don't know.
emo fringe if I would have known what an emo fringe is.
राइट मैं
I could.
पहले क्या सोचा कि पढ़ूं कैसे इसको लाइक
Wait.
मेरे को नहीं पता है ब्रो ये मेरे लिए भी ज्यादा हो गया वोकैबुलरी नहीं नहीं पढ़ा मैं इतना
Yeah,
स्कूल में व्हाट्स योर
I'm
एज
all
तरंग
ready to be a fashion icon. I just don't know fashion that much. What is your age? I'm 21.
Okay.
21, 21. Cool.
So, oh, you are 21. Fuck,
Yes, yes.
man. Great.
How
I'm
old are you?
23.
Oh,
I'm
it's okay,
23.
no, 2
Right,
years.
right. So, hey, man, just we will end it here. I think.
Welcome, welcome, boys and girls.